attempting to go live on YouTube. Let's see what happens. Facebook, how you doing? Pascal, where are you from? Oscar, where are you from? You say you're from. I'm missing stuff. Hello, I'm Marina. Hi, Marina. Sobir, how you doing, Sobir? Live on YouTube. Yay! We made it. We are live. We are going to do this. Clisius is here. How you doing, Clisius? Salem Ahmed is here. How you doing, Salem? Bum, 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 bum. So we had a big storm. Salem's in Australia, down under. John Edward Trujillo. Hey, coach, how you doing? From Spain. Oscar's from Spain. Great. English Maestro just shared the video on Facebook. Thank you so much, English Maestro. I appreciate that. Long Nguyen, how are you? I'm fine, Long Nguyen. Thank you. John's from Colombia. All right. I'll be talking about Colombia today, John. Pascal's from Germany, next to Dortmund. Hello to the world. There you go, Pascal. Miana. Hello from Italy. Wonderful. Grazie. Alan Nunez, sub-coach from Rio. Obrigado. I'm not doing too bad. Clecius is doing great. Laura from France. Merci. Deborah, hello. Clecius from Brazil. Obrigado. Equipe Central Cart. It sounds like a company. Rodrigo from Curitiba. I just had a lesson with a student who lives in Curitiba. So I was just in Curitiba. Privet. Thank you. Welcome. Kisses from Brazil. Obrigado. More from Brazil. Obrigado. South Carolina. Excellent. United States of America. South Carolina in the house. De nada, mi amigo. Great. Nothing much for me too. Charles from Brazil. How you doing, Charles? Hi from Moscow. Sao Paulo says hi. Excellent. Actually, no. Sao Paulo. My student was from Sao Paulo today, and I have another student who I'll see Saturday, who's from Curitiba. From Belarus. How you doing? Ananin Ami, welcome. The program, I sent it out in the email. From Tokyo. All right, Toru Yamagishi. Thank you for joining. Virginia. So we got South Carolina and Virginia's in the house. Miami is here. All over America. We've got Hakeem, Pedro from Brazil. We've got, yeah, excellent. Keep telling me where you're from. From Serpahov in Russia. Welcome, Phil. God bless you, Shane. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. Another guy from Colombia. Great. Azerbaijan. Baku. Baku is your capital? Wonderful. Little Pivon from France is here. Did you change your room? I changed a little bit. I changed my angle. You're too very good. Miana shared the video on Facebook. Thank you very much. Juan from Brazil, welcome. Again from Ananin, welcome. Akalin, hi coach, I just want to thank you for all your podcasts and videos. It helps me a lot. I probably have listened to all your podcasts. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Random guy, que pasa? Bolivia, excellent. Myrtle Beach. There are 3 sharks on Myrtle Beach. Oh, be careful. Be careful. Those sharks will have you for lunch. Who knows the song Shark Attack from a long time ago, the Sex Pistols? Greetings from Bangladesh. Excellent. Cancun, Mexico. Gustavo, how you doing? Wonderful. You've been very helpful for my R pronunciation. Merci. That's nice to hear. Young Gun. How you doing, everyone? What's up? Hakeem from Morocco. Bonjour from Algeria. Pedro, I've become a DDM Wonderful. Pedro recently became a DDM student, and I totally love the lessons. That is so great to hear. Yeah, DDM's great. Artem from Kharkiv in Ukraine. Welcome. Got a full house, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Burfer has shared my video. Thank you. Svetlana says hi. We'll go ahead and get started. I've got right now 42 people on YouTube and 25 people on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me. I sincerely appreciate it. Baby, I'm your man. No, that's a George Michael song. I'm your English coach, Coach Shane. Thank you for joining me today. I've got a news story today, and the news story I sent out, I didn't. Parmy sent it out last night in the email. Last night I had no electricity. No electricity. We had a tornado come through, and I got my electricity this morning. So if you follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, I shared some pictures. Pretty cool stuff. You can check out those pictures. But yeah, everything is fine right now. So I'm pretty happy. But anyway, Parmy sent the email out, the newsletter. I hope that everybody received the newsletter. We'll go ahead and start. Let me open up my newsletter. Open it up. Come on, man. There we go. Let's quit wasting my time, as one person said. Can you believe that? One person on Facebook stopped to watch the video. I didn't start right away, and they said I was wasting their time. I hope you never come back. Okay, so we're going to start with vocabulary. I'm going to give you the vocabulary words. I want you guys to repeat after me. I need some coffee first. Here we go. About 8, 9 vocabulary words. Here we go. To spiral. Economic hell. Oil reserves. Essentially. Minimum wage. Unskilled workers brings in. Regardless. At the end of the day, those are the vocabulary words. If you got my newsletter yesterday, it should be pretty simple. Now, I'm going to read the story. Good luck. Normal speed. Here we go. Toothpaste, that'll be 2.5 days of work, please. Reality for 82% of Venezuelans as their country continues to spiral into economic hell. And people are dying too. With the world's largest oil reserves, the country where everyone is essentially a millionaire, minimum wage, common for most unskilled workers, brings in $35 a month. Haitians make 4 times that. Neighboring Colombians earn nearly 10 times that. Is socialism the cause or globalism? Regardless, at the end of the day, it's the people who are suffering the most. There you go. Kind of a sad story. Anybody from Venezuela right now? Anybody? I'm curious. Yep, so this is a story about Venezuela, big country in South America, to the east of Colombia, north of Brazil. It's way up there, big, big country. You can check the map. The map is much more accurate than me. It's a sad story, though. Very, very sad situation. Yeah. Pure, not pure, poor. P-O-O-R. Poor, poor Venezuela. That's right. Okay. So let me go slowly. Listen carefully. Toothpaste. Not the toothbrush. If you're watching the video, I'm showing you the toothbrush. Inside, the white stuff, toothpaste. You have to spit out the toothpaste. Toothpaste. Toothpaste, that'll be 2.5 days of work, please. All right, so what this means is if you live in Venezuela and you go to the supermarket to buy toothpaste, you have to pay them money. So how much money? Well, let's see. Basically $4.50. Roughly $4.50. But $4.50 is half of your weekly salary. If you have a job, a minimum wage job in Venezuela, most people do in Venezuela. If you have a minimum wage job in Venezuela, your weekly salary is about $9. And toothpaste is $4.50. If I lived in Venezuela, I would not be brushing my teeth. That is incredible. 1/8 of your monthly salary goes to toothpaste? No, that's of your not. And what about your apartment rent and your insurance and your internet, your cell phone, your electricity, your water, your plumbing, your sewage, your garbage? What about, your milk, your bus fare, your whatever, gas? I mean, there are so many bills. 1/8 of your monthly salary, half of your weekly salary for toothpaste? Oh my God. So a week, 5 days. A working week is 5 days, maybe 6 days, sometimes 7 days. Anyway, in general, a working week is 5 days. So half a week is 2.5 days. Listen, at the supermarket, hello, I'd like some toothpaste. Toothpaste? That'll be toothpaste. The cost is 2.5 days of work. That will be, your cost is 2.5 days of work, please. That's crazy. That is crazy. But reality for 82% of Venezuelans, as their country continues to spiral into economic hell. 82% of Venezuelans are having an extremely difficult time eating, working, brushing their teeth. 82% of Venezuelans, when they go to the store and they see how much toothpaste is, 82% of Venezuelans are thinking, really? Do I need to brush my teeth? It's so expensive. Reality for 82% of Venezuelans, as the country of Venezuela continues. For a couple years, it's been bad, but it continues to spiral. And the idea of spiral is to spin. But you start outside a really big circle, and then the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You can imagine water going down the kitchen drain. The water going down the drain. Venezuela, the country, is spiraling into, where is it going down to? Hell. 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 Really? Heaven and hell? Well, no, not hell like the devil. Economic hell. Business hell. The supermarkets, inflation, salary, money, hell. 82% of Venezuelans are in economic hell. And people are dying too. People are actually dying. They're on the streets demonstrating. They get shot by the police. People are starving. They don't have enough money. With the world's largest oil reserves. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's what they say. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves. What does oil reserves mean? It means oil that's in the ground, but easy or cheap to get out. Basically, put a pipe in the ground and you got oil. And of all the countries in the world, I had no idea, but Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves. Wow, amazing. The country, Venezuela is the country where everyone is essentially a millionaire. Basically, every Brazilian, because there's so much oil in Brazil. There's so much oil. I'm sorry, not Brazil, Venezuela. There's so much oil in Venezuela. All of that oil, the dollar amount, basically means every single person in Venezuela is a millionaire. That's what they say. It's not true, but that's the idea. Venezuela has so much money, there should be zero poor people in Venezuela. They have so much oil, which means so much money. Basically, everyone is basically a millionaire. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. What's minimum wage? That's the salary, the lowest salary the government will allow. The lowest salary. Okay? So minimum wage, very common for most unskilled workers. If you graduate high school and that's it, you're an unskilled worker. If you go to college, you learn a skill. If you go to a technical school, you learn a skill. If you get a job and then after 5 years, 10 years, then you have a skill. But basically, most people with no education are unskilled workers. And in Venezuela, 82% of the population is suffering because of this economic hell. A huge percent are considered unskilled workers, meaning they get minimum wage. Brings in $35 a month. What is minimum wage? If you have a job in Venezuela and you work every day, your monthly income is $35 a month. My goodness. So this sentence is crazy. With the world's largest oil reserves, minimum wage brings in $35 a month. Even though Venezuela has the most oil, people have the job that pays minimum wage, and the minimum wage salary brings in, they take home $35 a month. With the world's largest oil reserves, the country where everyone is essentially a millionaire, minimum wage, common for most unskilled workers, brings in $35 a month. Do you know the country Haiti? Haiti? When I lived in Korea, the pronunciation was Haiti. 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 In the Caribbean Ocean area, Haiti. Haiti. Haiti had a huge earthquake a couple of years ago. Haiti is a very poor country. Haitians, people in Haiti, make 4 times that. Somebody in Venezuela, $35 a month. In Haiti, 4 times that. 4 times that. Neighboring Colombians. Colombia, also not a rich country. But neighboring Colombians, people in Colombia, make 10 times that. 10 times what Venezuela makes. And that's minimum wage. So why is this the case? Is socialism the cause or globalism? Wow. Socialism or globalism? And I've read a lot about this. And everybody easily says socialism, socialism, socialism. But you guys need to understand globalism too. Maybe they're both the cause. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Regardless, at the end of the day, right now, if you go to Venezuela, who's suffering? The socialists, the globalists, who's suffering? Who's suffering? It's the people. The regular people, the moms and dads and little kids and grandmas and grandpas. It's the people who are suffering the most. Very, very sad story. All right, let me talk about the vocabulary again, and I'm going to spell the words. All right, you listen carefully. To spiral, to verb, to, spiral, infinitive, to, spiral, S-P-I-R-A-L, to spiral. To spiral means to spin faster and faster, smaller and smaller, out of control, downward, and you can imagine water draining in a sink, in a kitchen sink. That's the idea of to spiral. If something is spiraling, it's usually out of control. It's usually negative. Economic hell. Economic, E-C-O-N-O-M-I-C. Economic hell, H-E-L-L. The business, the economy is in chaos. It's a nightmare. It's a disaster. It's terrible. Oil reserves, O-I-L, oil, reserves, R-E-S-E-R-V-E-S. Oil reserves, the amount of oil that can be easily and cheaply taken from the earth. Essentially, E-S-S-E-N-T-I-A-L-L-Y. Essentially, basically, essentially. Minimum wage. 2 words, minimum, M-I-N-I-M-U-M. Wage, W-A-G-E. The lowest amount a worker can be legally paid. So I can pay you $5 an hour, I can pay you $10 an hour. Minimum wage, the government says you cannot pay less than $7 an hour. So if I pay you $5 an hour, that's illegal. I have to pay you $7 an hour. So in Venezuela, minimum wage for a month is $35. It's terrible. Unskilled workers. 2 words, unskilled, U-N-S-K-I-L-L-E-D, unskilled workers, W-O-R-K-E-R-S, unskilled workers. People who do a job which requires no training, minimal training. Working at a factory, working at a store. When I was young, I did lots of unskilled labor. Right now I have a garden, and that's unskilled. I have chickens, that's unskilled. Yeah, you need to learn a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, anybody can do it. Unskilled labor. Brings in, B-R-I-N-G-S, in, I-N. To bring in is a phrasal verb. It means to earn, E-A-R-N, to earn. How much do you bring in a month? How much do you earn a month? Regardless, R-E-G-A-R-D-L-E-S-S. Anyway, besides that, regardless, that's not important. And finally, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at, A-T, the, T-H-E, End, E-N-D, of, O-V, the, T-H-E, day, D-A-Y. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, the final point, the final conclusion. In the end, what matters? What is important? Regardless, that's not important. At the end of the day, what is important? Who is causing the problems in Venezuela? Is it socialism? Is it globalism? Who cares? That's not important. Regardless, at the end of the day, what is important? The people, the regular people, are the ones who suffer. That was the last sentence. So hopefully that's easier to understand. So I'm going to say the words one more time. I want you guys to repeat after me. Are you ready? Here we go. To spiral. Economic hell. Oil reserves. Essentially. Minimum wage. Unskilled workers. Brings in. Regardless. At the end of the day, if you guys receive my newsletter, then you already have the vocabulary and you have the story. So if you don't have the newsletter, sign up. www.letsmasterenglish.com/free. Salem. It's written right below my face on YouTube. For Facebook people, can somebody write it down, please, on Facebook? www.letsmasterenglish.com/free. Please write it there. You guys sign up. I highly recommend you use Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail. Hotmail, Gmail or Yahoo. Use one of those three. Sometimes if you like ukr.net or Yandex, sometimes we have lots of problems. Guillermo, come on. Try again. www.letsmasterenglish.com. No, not LME today. Not LME today. No. That's different. Letsmasterenglishtoday.com/free. LME today is our radio show, which still has a problem. Maximus asked a question about LME and perf. Yeah, we have classes on Mondays and Tuesdays. Yes, we do. Live classes. Hey, Leno. Leno, is it Leno or Leno? Okay, so I'm going to read the story 2 more times. The first time, really slow. If you have the newsletter, say it with me. The second time, once again, like an American, real American style. You ready? All right, here we go. Toothpaste? That'll be 2.5 days of work, please. Reality for 82% of Venezuelans as their country continues to spiral into economic hell. And people are dying too. With the world's largest oil reserves, the country where everyone is essentially a millionaire, minimum wage, common for most unskilled workers, brings in $35 a month. Haitians make 4 times that. Neighboring Colombians earn nearly 10 times that. Is socialism the cause or globalism? Regardless, at the end of the day, it's the people who are suffering the most. Toothpaste, that'll be 2.5 days of work, please. Reality, for 82% of Venezuelans as their country continues to spiral into economic hell. And people are dying too. With the world's largest oil reserves, the country where everyone is essentially a millionaire, minimum wage, common for most unskilled workers, brings in $35 a month. Haitians make 4 times that. Neighboring Colombians earn nearly 10 times that. Is socialism the cause or globalism? Regardless, at the end of the day, it's the people who are suffering the most. Sad story. Juanpi, thank you. Juanpi, thank you. No, both of you. Okay, so on Facebook, I'm going to write it. Is it that difficult? Let me write it here. Oh, how can I write? Okay, here we go. So let's see here. Bear with me, guys. Give me a second. www. Let's master English .com/free. There. Yes. That's right. Alan says neighboring countries are doing nothing to help Venezuela. Yeah. But is it your responsibility? I mean, yeah, we want to help, and you know what? I'm sure if somebody from Venezuela came to Brazil, to buy some food, the stores would be very happy to help them out. Um, I think it's a domestic problem. It's not Brazil's problem, unless we think about globalism. Yeah, is there something Brazil is doing? Yeah, sad stuff. More questions. Your cat showed up. Sad about Venezuela. It is. Yep. People in Brazil are much better off than those in Venezuela. Yeah, I know. Why do I get notification an hour after the news? I don't know. It's the regime in Venezuela, probably. Yeah. We are helping. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm assuming people do try to help. What do you think about globalism personally? Um, well, first of all, when we talk about globalism, we have to have a definition. Because I can talk about globalism, and in my mind, my definition of globalism might be different from your definition of globalism. So, what's the definition? So, regarding, globalism, if it just means traveling around the world, being able to work at different places, beautiful. I love it. I think it's great. But if it means open borders and free immigration, I'm against it. And because I have experience, I immigrated to South Korea. It was so difficult, extremely difficult. And after I immigrated to South Korea, it continued to be so difficult, extremely difficult. Um, it I lived in Korea for how many years? Almost 15 years of living in Korea before I was given an immigration visa or a green card. It took 15 years. And that's the way it is. So, and I respect that. I respected that. I understood, wow, if I want to live in Korea, if I want to work in Korea, I have to follow the laws. I respected that and I did that. And I think that's regarding globalism and open borders. I'm against open borders. I think every country should have their border. I think it's important. That's what makes you, you, and me, me. It doesn't mean the border's closed, but it means, hey, when you come to my country, respect my country. And that's all it means to me. A border is just like a step. And it says, you are now leaving the United States of America and entering Brazil. So now I know, okay, now I'm in Brazil, things are going to be different. So I have to learn this new system. I think borders are important. I think borders are important. Sorry, I kept talking too much. Give me another question. Yeah, I think so too. Mehdi, I agree. Globalism is a threat to sovereignty. I absolutely agree. Why did you go back to the USA? I missed it. I missed it. Several reasons. Lots of reasons. And I miss mom and dad. Mom and dad are getting old, and I didn't want to come back to the United States for a funeral. So I missed it. And it's my home. It's where I grew up. It's where I, feel natural, and yeah, it's just, it's a home for me. So I lived 25 years in Korea. Great experience. And now I'm back in the United States. I'm very happy. That's right. Yeah, Karen agrees too. Karine. Bum 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 bum. The Windy City. Yeah, I don't like the cities. I don't like Las Vegas. I don't like Chicago, but near. Yep, very near. Pronunciation questions. Bum bum bum. I'm Badr from Saudi Arabia. Welcome, Badr. Does the US respect other countries? Yeah, it depends. As a person, I respect other countries. My government, we've had, we've had problems throughout history. Well, after the 19th century. Yep. And this is the problem. Any country with power has a problem with respecting other countries. That's for sure. The Cot merger. The Cot merger does not exist except in Northeast America and California. The rest of the United States, the AW and the short O sound are very distinct. COT, cot, I'm sorry, cot, sorry, cot, cot, and AW, caught. Are you afraid of Kim Jong-un? He's crazy. Sure. I don't live in Korea. So no. But he's insane. So yes, for Korean people I worry. Further, further. Ancient. Largest oil reserves, biggest oil reserves, same thing. I was fluent in Korean. Now, I lived there 25 years. I didn't really have, some problems, obviously some vocabulary, but basically no problem. In life in Korea, no problem. Absolutely, Ecclesias. And I talked about that last week too. The bigger the government, the more the problems. Personally, I think a small government is good. You don't find a pattern to those vowels? What vowels? The AW and the short O? They're very different. What do you think about AJ Hogue and his teaching method? Okay, that's a good question. What is his teaching method? I don't know what it is. He makes many YouTube videos. He's like Duncan in China. I love Duncan. I love AJ. They're great guys. They're nice guys. But what is their teaching philosophy? I have no idea. No idea. That's why, for me personally, I show you my teaching philosophy for daily dictation on my YouTube channel, We've got 300 lessons where I show you what we do. And then my speaking class and my DDM class, I give you lessons for free so you can see my philosophy. But AJ Hogue, you got to pay big money for his classes. I have no idea. No idea. I'm sure they're great. I'll tell you though, I would say probably I have a lot of AJ Hogue students. I have a lot of AJ Hogue students. And they came from AJ Hogue. So I don't know. I'm guessing maybe AJ Hogue is beginner level. I have no idea, but I'm guessing maybe beginner level. And my classes are intermediate to advanced. So that's all I can say. What variable? Do you mean consonant? 15, 15, 15? It depends on how you say it. You can say 15, you can say 15. It depends if it's a question or a statement. Cletius had classes with AJ Hogue. How were they? Yeah, in the United States, I want to have a child. He's nice, but I got sick of him. Uh, what is the difference between deal with and handle? Uh, Once again, in some situations, they're the same. So I need to deal with a problem. I need to handle a problem. Deal with sounds more active, hands-on. I need to handle a problem, I would say, is less common. Can you handle it? Are you skilled enough? Can you deal with it? Do you have enough patience? That might be a difference. So there's a problem. Can you handle it? Can you, do you have the skills to solve the problem? Can you deal with it? They're the same. In that situation, I have to say they're the same. They'll be the same. Papa English. No, I've never heard of it. The tuna casserole is delicious. Very delicious. Yes. Homemade tuna casserole. I know, Longmin. I know that you bought my lessons. I know your name. Shield. 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 Longmin, did you like my lessons? Did you like them? He's still with me. He's still here, so I guess he liked them. Hey, Coach, have you ever heard of Rachel's English? She's been teaching the nuances around American pronunciation just as you've been doing. Yeah, Rachel and I, hey, Paolo, how you doing? Coach Paolo. Rachel and I have a huge difference. And Rachel teaches perfect pronunciation for words, does a great job. And I teach natural spoken English. Maybe Rachel does too, but that's their difference. So she teaches, like, for example, international, international, international. And she'll show you the way to pronounce it, which is very important, extremely important. And I recommend everybody watch those videos because the idea of pronunciation is you should be able to do it perfectly. Then you can graduate to what I teach, where we say international, international. Anything else? That's it. You guys are too nice today. The price of DDM Brazil is going up. Yeah, it is. Could you explain the difference between man and men? Pronunciation difference. Is a short A and a short E. So the short E is easy. Men, 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 men. So head, head, head. Hand, hand, hand. Men, men, men. Plural. There are 7 men, men. What's up, man? man. So if you're watching the video, it might be easier to see. There is a very physical difference. Uh, 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 ah, ah, ah. Watch the tongue, not just the front of the tongue, but the back of the tongue too. Uh, 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 ah, ah, ah. Men, men, man, man, men, men, man, man. Head, head, head. Hand, hand, hand. I hope that helps. Yeah, happy Tanabata. Is Makiko here? Hi, Makiko. Galahad. It's a name, isn't it? What are you doing, cat? Dialer says, hello, hello. What's the difference between through and throughout? Give me sentences. Through, so through means there's a hole and my pen goes through the hole. Throughout means everywhere. Throughout means everywhere. Once again, guys, if you want to understand the nuance of prepositions, the nuance of expressions, studying a word is a waste of time. You can use a dictionary. Just use a dictionary. Use a dictionary. What you need to do are find sentences. Find sentences that you understand, but you're curious about the nuance. That's the way you do it. And I recommend Anki, A-N-K-I. Get Anki. Have you ever read Russian classic literature? Nope. Not interested. My understanding is Russian classic literature is very Russian, and I'm not Russian, so I could read it, but I wouldn't have an affinity. But American classic literature, absolutely. Hemingway, all of it. I've even read Shakespeare, which is British, but British culture is similar to mine. Bum, 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 bum. I'd like to know too. In the same American city, can they have different pronunciation? Absolutely. In the same American city, can they have different pronunciation? Yes. And an excellent example would be Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas is a combination of two groups of people. The cosmopolitan city educated person and the local Texan. And the cosmopolitan city educated goes around the United States person speaks very similar to me. But the local Texan is going to have a really strong southern accent. They're going to talk like this. It's going to be very, very, very different. In the UK, it can also be in the UK, 10 kilometers can be a completely different accent. Absolutely. Anna, those strawberries. This morning I found 3 more strawberries. Oh my God, wild strawberries are just the best. Amazing, so delicious. What city is the best in the United States? What do you like? It depends. Some people like New York, Seattle, San Francisco, LA, Miami, Austin. Depends on your style. For me, none of them. I hate the city. I've been to most of them. I've been to most American cities. If I had to pick a city, Chicago, I guess. What's the best technique to learn to memorize a new word? Anki. A-N-K-I. Anki. Get it. Sheboygan. Yeah, I don't know about Sheboygan. How many voiceless consonants in America? Well, C, F, H, K, P, Q, S, T, W, no, X. Yeah, those are the voiceless. I'm waiting for the address to send beers. Woo, I like it. I'd love it. I would love it. It's too far. Often with the T or without. We say both in America. Without is more natural, but we do say both. Why do short vowel sounds seems more tense than other words? I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah. Sh Short, when we say short vowel and long vowel, we don't actually mean the length of the sound. We mean the trajectory, generally the trajectory. Chicago, man, Chicago. How many voices? Yeah, I did that one. Daniel Barbo, finally, long time no see. Daniel, have you listened to lmetoday.com, our new radio show? You have to listen to the first one, Daniel. I played a song in there that you would like. Stair and Stare. They're homonyms. The same pronunciation. Stare, stare. Have you ever tried to make an app? I'm an English teacher. We have an app for the LME podcast. Jeremy says, hello. I don't. What's up? All right, guys, I'm about done. I am finito. I am going to vamos. Long time no see. Hi, Alfio. Long time no see. Good to see you. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to move on. I'm going to do the hustle. Good expression tips. www.youtube.com/dailyeasyenglish. Over 1,000 daily expressions. Anki, A-N-K-I. I'll give you the website. Hold on. Is it Anki.net? Here we go. Yeah, for DDM VIP, we just started using Anki. Anki's been around a long time, but we just started using it. So yeah, it's a really great. There you go. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next week. Next week, same time, hopefully 3 p.m. Chicago. Have a great one. Bye-bye, guys.